Hi, I'm Ron Nutter, and welcome to another edition of Tech Bites with Ron Nutter. This time, we're going to talk about helping fight the coronavirus with your smart home. And this is just part one of the series, folks. After being at home myself for several weeks, I said, there's got to be something I can do. I'm not a medical person. I've not done research, but you know what? There's got to be a way to, and we're going to talk about several interesting things. You're going to hear about something called, I believe it's Rosetta Stone. We're going to talk about folding at home. There's any number of possibilities, and this is going to be a soup to nuts situation. We're going to show using our trusty, well, here, let me go to the right camera here. Our trusty Intel NUC, and this doesn't have to be a fancy computer. Now, you're going to have seen some videos that are going to involve a quad processor, 50 core, terabyte of RAM. Okay, if you really want to, and you've got the hardware, and if you really want to just push things to the limit, that's the way to do it. I'm going to show you how using a computer you probably got laying around the house. And folks, it's possible even to do this with your smartphone. Granted, it's going to be slow, but you can do that too. So there's all sorts of possibilities that you can do this. And we're going to show you each one. I'm going to make each one a separate video because I don't want you to have to watch a whole big long video just to get to the segment that you want. Now, this video is available as an Amazon Flash briefing, just like they always have been, or a podcast. To find out how to get into that, please go to techbiteswithronnutter.com for more information. There are any items mentioned in this video. There are affiliate links in the description. If you click on these links, I will get a small commission, but that's not going to affect the price you pay for the item. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please click on subscribe and enable notifications. If this video helps you or provides value, please click on that like button, thumbs up. Now, here's what we're going to do. Now, I'm going to talk about, and this is just part one, so we're going to review quickly what you've got to have, well, not got to have, what you may have, and I'm doing this with an Intel NUC because this is, let's face it, folks, that's not a high-end system, but it is one that's very serviceable. And I'm going to look at maybe getting some of the other Intel NUCs and maybe even one of the Celerons, because those are almost giveaways. So that is something to look at. And then we're going to talk about installing the software. And again, this is something that even with the Intel NUC, you've got several options. We can do, much like you've seen, we can use Windows 10. We can do virtualization. There's a whole assortment of this that you can get into. So we're going to take it one step at a time. In this case with Windows 10, I'm going to be using the native Windows 10 folding at home software. Now, you're going to see during the installation that there's ability to have a team. Now, in the description for this video, you're going to see the number for the Tech Bites RN team. If you want to come in with me, and all it does is help combine all the points that we're getting, and if anything would happen to be given to me, guys, I'm going to turn around and give it right back to either the folding at home folks for them to use, or we'll find a charity somewhere that can definitely use what may come through. And there's no guarantee that will be, and I'm not doing this for that. I'm just simply, I've got the computing power sitting here at the house. Why not use it? So we'll have a little bit of configuring the software, and there's some things to think about there. Because depending on your system, you may not want to throttle the pedal all the way to the floor, because unless you've got the cooling power there, you might just cook your processor, and I don't think you want to do that. So let's go ahead and shift over, and just to make some time, save some time here, I've already got the Fold at Home client in place. I mean, I already downloaded it. So Windows Defender, yeah, whatever. Okay, whatever. What's Windows at Home problem here? All right, let's do this. Since it didn't like that, we'll say run as administrator, and we'll see if it. Okay, more info. Well, that was an administrator issue. That's nice. Okay, well, you know what? Run anyway. I appreciate you trying to protect me, Microsoft, but I think we're all adults, and something like this ought to be fairly safe. So if anybody from Redmond's listening, guys, fix Defender so that it doesn't red flag this app. So we'll click on next, And I agree. And we'll do express install. And this should be up and running in just a few minutes. And then we'll say start folding at home. Can't make it much easier than that. So we should have something here in just a moment. Okay, there we go. To communicate private networks. Okay, that's fine. We'll allow access. Now, I'm going to, I should have gotten my number, but you know what? You can go back and fix this later. We're going to fold as anonymous at this point. And if you want to do that, that's fine, folks. So again, I'm just trying to find a way, because what folding at home does is it's actually handled out of the University of Missouri at St. Louis, if I remember my information correctly. And you're basically helping with doing the modeling to help the researchers figure out which proteins and parts of the virus they need to look at to help figure out where a possible solution is. So you know what? We'll fix that later, and I'll actually put in the notes here. Actually, we'll set up an identity and let's see what that does. And okay, we are going to call this Tech Bytes RN NUC 1. And I've actually got another Intel NUC that I'm already looking to put this into, and I'm going to reach out to Intel and see if they've got maybe some NUCs sitting on the shelf somewhere that they might like to help contribute to this. Team number. Now, this is where you will put that in, and I'll have the team number in the show notes description, however you're looking at this. And we can add that later. And passkey, we'll deal with that later. I'm not worried about that right now. Now, here's where you need to think about things. Now, if you say only when idle, that means it's only going to run when your computer is not being used. Well, in this case, I'm going to be letting this run with nothing else there. So just to be on the safe side, I'm going to tell it to run while working. If you go only when idle, the downside to that is going to be if something is running in the background, folding at home may not see your computer is actually idle. So that's why I'm going to say while I'm working. Now, there's 3 levels: light, medium, and full. From having worked with this on another computer, I would discourage you from using full, and here's why. If it's a system that doesn't have, say, a heavy-duty fan in it, like I first started running this on an Apple MacBook Pro with solid-state drive, I put it to full, and the MacBook got very, very warm because I was really pushing the processor more than what it was intended. Now, light means it can be running it all the time, even when you're working, and it's not going to put that much of a load on it. At this point, I'm going to say I'm going to leave it medium because that shouldn't tax the MacBook that hard. I've got here. Let me just switch over here and you can see it's not generating that much of a load on it right now. I may try here in a little bit to see what it's doing, but if I let it run high. But at this point, I want to sit there and it's running a little bit, but not bad. And granted, the Intel NUC is not it's not a big powerhouse computer where you've got this huge multi-core processor and an obscene amount of RAM. If I remember correctly, I've only got about 16 gigs of memory in this thing, so it's going to do okay for what we need. So you will see this over time when it starts doing this, and we'll say while I'm working. Now, I really started doing this to help with just the COVID-19. Oh, they went and changed it. Okay, fine. When I did this a few days ago, COVID-19 was not a separately selected item. Now, I'm going to tell it COVID-19 because at that point, that's where the most need is. That's subject to discussion, but this is what really got me started. And this is where I really want to put my resources too. And as you can see, there's all sorts of other options. And when COVID-19 is passed, I may go to Parkinson's or cancer or Alzheimer's. I don't know. I may take I'm planning on having probably several NUCs online, and I may put one on each one. So right now the delay is it's waiting for work to be available, and depending on how many other people have already grabbed something, it could stay this way for a while. So don't be concerned if you don't see it grabbing anything right away. I've had it take a while to get its first job. So let's you see what's involved at this point. There is a there is a folding at home client you can get so you can look at it from your smartphone. There's a website you can go to, and this is where I'm going to actually have it so that it can go and I can look and see how each unit's one doing. And that's where, when you have the team number, and I'll have it here, I'll put it in the show notes. When you click here on change identity, that's where you can, if you want to be a part of the Tech Bytes RN team, great, love to have you. But if you want to do it as your own team, because you're going to have several computers, guys, I don't care. I simply found a way that I wanted to do what I could to help. And that's the name of the game. That's the way I was raised, is what can I look at things when there's a need is, what can I do to help the situation instead of what's in it for me. Okay, am I going to have a little bit higher electric bill? Yeah, but we're talking a few cents to a few dollars. I'm not worried about that. But we're going to be looking at doing things such as smartphone, Raspberry Pi, believe it or not. That's even possible. So this has got a lot of potential. So, and let me turn off the picture-in-picture. You don't need to see me twice. One of me is bad enough. But anyway, this is what it takes just to get it up and running. And so this is really very straightforward. And it's, I'm not too worried that it hasn't grabbed a job yet, because you know what? Things are just going to take a little bit of time to get up and running. So having said that, please, if you've got a spare computer, it can be something running Windows 7. It doesn't matter. It's not going to be like a Cray supercomputer, but each one of us can help. Bottom line, it's just, if each one of us helps a little bit, who knows what we might be able to be a part of to help the researchers find a solution to COVID-19, and hopefully maybe they find more than one option. Heaven knows, cancer can always use help. Parkinson's. I mean, there's something in here for everybody. Right now, my big push was doing something out there to get to COVID-19. So anyway, that's where we stand for this video, and it's just, have fun with it. I wouldn't push the processor too hard, because I said on the MacBook Pro, I did it and it got a little toasty. So I figured I better back it down a spell. Now you're going to see videos to my right or to my left, which are the next steps into videos that you've already watched or other content I've produced. If this video helps you or provides value, please click on that like button, thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please click on subscribe and enable notifications. And remember, anything I talk about in the video, there are affiliate links in the description or show notes, depending on how you're getting this. If you click on those and buy something, great. I really appreciate that, because it goes to help support the channel. But if you do something else, that's fine too. I don't care about the money in this situation, because I simply want to be there to help others. Because guys, if we all help a little bit, this world is a far better place. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.